We are back! One of the realest and illest short creators.
And when Robert IDK says that, he doesn't mean Smokee Bee is short in height. He's referring to YouTube Shorts. My wife left me.
On the planet, do you know how funny and crazy Smokee Bee is? Because if you don't, well, I'ma show you.
If you didn't know, I'm from Utah, which is like a huge desert. And my dad, like the big man he is, wanted to go shoot snugs in the desert.
Okay.
I'm 10. No firearms for 10
What?
years. So instead, I was just wandering the desert, picking up debris and throwing it around.
Oh no.
When all of a sudden...
That's normal.
Yeah, no, we're leaving. I didn't learn this until later, but apparently some randos either intentionally or accidentally shot at me when I was 10.
Oh,
I like to think they were time travelers or something, and they were
gosh.
trying to stop me because I was a threat.
It's funny. Well, I can't say I relate to that, but man, when you're out in Utah with Paul in the hot summer with the Draco, sometimes you get mistaken for a buffalo, you know? I don't think buffaloes can survive in the desert though, for real, so there's no excuse. Maybe, was your hair green? Did they think you were a lizard, a desert lizard? Maybe they were having heat stroke. You know, you never know what people are going through, so it's not okay to judge.
I've shared a lot of stories with you guys, a lot of which I'm not proud of, but this one makes me contemplate
My
dangerous
entire
activities.
existence.
This happened in high school, and class had just ended, and we were getting up to leave to go to the next class, and... Hey, Smokey?
Hey.
Hole in pants.
No.
What?
No.
It's a hole in pants.
No.
No, dude, you're good. No! Your whole is out! Mom, you need to pick me up now or else I'm going to...
I'm scared. Well, I can't say that ever happened to me. But you know what I did do? Well, I guess this was in high school. This is when I was in elementary school. I was in grade 1 and I went to the bathroom and the homies went to the bathroom with me and I pulled everything down when I used the urinal. I knew I was the only weirdo who did that, but for some reason, it was like, okay, we were 6, so it's like, oh, we've never used a urinal before. And they were like, use it. And I was like, okay, but don't look. And so I did the dumb thing, and then I looked back and they were looking and laughing. Like, what is wrong with you guys? You had one job. I'm the stupid one. This is just a classic example of me just trusting people blindly with nothing to gain from the situation. Anyways, so that didn't happen to me in high school. I was 6, so I guess things like that happen sometimes, but that's my experience of the buttocks. That's I cannot be normal.
I've learned something about myself, and that is, I don't think I have the ability to be normal.
Valid, relatable.
Especially when it comes to my interests.
Yeah.
Like, you guys know Deltarune? I'm so latched onto that game that I am dreaming about it. It's so bad, I
valid.
have to physically tear myself away from my computer so I can stop playing it and work. Not to mention my other interests like
That's
One
hard.
Piece. I once missed a green light because I was sitting there zoning out thinking about a character. I really don't think I'm able to enjoy anything casually. It
No.
will always end up consuming me whole, and I'm tired. I just need to work,
It's
please.
exhausting, I know, it's exhausting. I can relate, I can absolutely relate. I am either all in on something, or I'm all in on something else. I learned something from Mike Airman Trout a long time ago that I believe in.
I chose a half measure when I should have gone all the way. I'll never make that mistake again. No more half measures, Walter.
No half measures, okay? If I'm watching a show, I ain't just gonna casually just put on a show. Oh, this was okay. I'm in. And I feel the same way. Obviously, intrusive thoughts about things you're interested in, well, you gotta shut them off while you're driving. But if your brain is powerful enough, you can have these thoughts while you're driving. Just try your best to be safe, okay? That's all I gotta say. But in terms of games like bugging your brain when you're trying to sleep, for me, that's puzzle games. if I play a game that is a puzzle game, good luck getting it out of my brain when it's sleepy time. You guys ever play this game? The Flow game? The Flow game? I want to see an example of a crazy one because I'm really good at it. No cap. I'm so, like, I could easily do this giant one. But yeah, when I play that game, if I shut my eyes at night, I'm seeing it. I swear, I'm seeing it when my eyes are closed. It's awful. That's what I am like with puzzle games. I had to escape a stranger's basement.
I'm personally a pretty big fan of escape rooms. Now, if I'm not mistaken, typically these rooms are located in big company buildings, right? So riddle me this.
Maybe?
Why was my escape room experience in somebody's basement? I remember
That's
I was
scary.
on like a field trip of sorts to a horror-themed escape room. I was practically bouncing out of my seat. I was so excited.
That's
so
spooky.
why is it that we pull up to a family home and get taken into a basement to solve the
real
riddles,
experience.
puzzles, and rhymes in order to
The real
escape and go
experience.
home? Genuinely, I think the group leaders just couldn't afford a standard escape room, but like, did they not question the basement escape room ad on Craigslist before sending in a team of 14-year-olds?
Oh no.
Obviously, we were all fine, but like, maybe we were just the lucky ones, you know?
Oh my goodness. I've been to an escape room twice. I do not like escape rooms at all. It's too much pressure. No joke, if I'm in a group setting in an escape room, I go full nonverbal. The autistic anxiety kicks in and I let everyone else do it. I have to like force myself to say little things here and there to look normal. I will go completely quiet. There was one other time I went to an escape room and it was somebody took me on a date to an escape room and they didn't give me the option. They just said, that's what we're doing. And I was like, oh my gosh. I didn't even really want to go out in the first place, but I said yes because I'm nice and yeah. And then when we got to the escape room, they were the quiet one. And I had to do everything and say everything. And it was awful. My brain couldn't handle it. I was so happy when that 30 minutes went up and we failed and I could talk to the character actors and be like, I'm sorry, I'm so weird. I'm sorry if I was crazy. I'm sorry. Just taking me out of that horrible reality.
If it wasn't obvious by now, I'm white. Meaning that in any horror movie situation, I'm cooked. I'm gone. Because I do stupid stuff all the time. Abandoned hospital? Yeah, sure, let's go in it. Ouija board? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, give it a try.
Doll with human eyes that I'm pretty sure just blinked at me?
No.
Okay. But my most recent act of idiocy was buying this.
Oh, no. Why did you buy the thing? Why did you buy the thing? That's all he That is spooky. Is that in reverse?
Not only is it scary as but it smells like
Is it in
death,
reverse?
And it sings like somebody is trapped inside. So anyways, if I start acting weird, call an
why.
exorcist
You were
because that's
cursed.
not me, that's Ghost of the Gram, that's Possessed Bee.
You were cursed. Yeah, that is very... At least you admit that was a very stupid purchase. Ya goofball. Ya big goofball. Wow. Do you hear that? I think that was a ghost coming out because it heard that. I saw real aliens.
Do you guys believe in aliens? Because I do.
sometimes.
100%. There's not a doubt in my mind.
Oh.
Aside from the fact that it just seems like impossible that we're the only living things in the universe, I'm almost like certain that I saw them one time. I was out stargazing in the desert with my family when this happened. Dad? What are
there
the green
aliens?
stars? Huh? The green stars. Right there.
Oh, that's an alien.
You know, the ones that are in the shape of a square and
Oh,
are
they
slowly
can't see
circling
them?
around and getting closer to us?
I can't see them.
I don't know. No, but seriously, I cannot find any other explanation for this. So, like, if anybody can tell me what that actually was, please let me know. Otherwise, yeah, that was aliens.
Wait, so did your dad see it or not? Did your dad see it or not? That is an extremely important part of the story. Why don't you talk to your dad? Get your dad on board for this video. Let him, did he see the green lights or not? Because that's where I thought it was going. I thought he was gonna say he didn't see no green lights. I actually don't know which is scarier. It being just you or both of you saw it.
In honor of Pride Month, I want to share an odd phenomenon with you guys because
Okay.
I want to see if I'm alone on this one or not. For context, I'm not attracted to men, but I think my
me neither.
unconscious mind might be. Because I have so many dreams about dating men, and I don't know why. Because I wake up all confused, because, like...
I don't like that. What is that?
My
I
working
don't like it.
theory is that there's a wizard just trying to straighten me out through manipulating my dreams. Because half the times, the dudes that I date in my dreams, I don't even recognize. Like, why does this happen? Does anybody else experience this, or is this just me?
Listen, whether you like the dudes or not, Timothy Chalamet exists. You can't do anything about that. He still exists, okay? So I understand. I can't say I've had any of those experiences. But yeah, I'm sorry that happens to you, Smokee. I got attacked by wild birds!
I absolutely love birds, right? Except for a specific group
no.
of like 12 birds.
Oh, no.
Those guys are all dead to me. Because one day, I was out on a run, and I found a little injured bird near a stream of water. Oh, I should probably move this guy so he doesn't fall in the water,
Yeah.
since he's hurt and all.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no, attack time!
Oh my god! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! I just wanted to help! I'm sorry! Leave me alone! I have never ran that fast in my life! I only escaped them because I ran under a tree and they just got
Attack
stuck trying
from
to fly
above.
through it. They straight up jumped me, dude!
Dude, birds coming at you from above. I have yet in my life to be attacked by a flock of birds, but I can confidently say that that sounds like a fear unlike anything else. I've never been air raided, you know? I've never been walking the streets and an aviary force came to cause me harm. So I can understand the fear. But yeah, what was it with that bird? I feel like, was that bird hurt? Was it just capping? I feel like the bird might have been hurt and those other birds were just like, okay, our bird homie is hurt. We're gonna keep a watchful eye. We don't have hands, so we can't carry this bird to safety. We just have to watch and attack anything that tries to help. That's my guess.
You know, sometimes when I'm just sitting alone with my thoughts, I remember something that I feel like everybody just kind of glossed over. And that is the actual clown epidemic of 2016. Look it up. Or don't, because I'm going to talk about it right now. But yeah, in 2016, there was a trend where people would dress up as clowns and would just, like, harass people. And I remember this because one day I was playing b-ball outside at night and...
Wait, it happened?
Like, why did humanity just join hands and say, "Hey guys, let's just dress up as freaks and just scare civilians for a month. I think that'd be pretty fun." And then it just stopped, and no one ever talks about it, but it was real. It was real.
I remember there were so many like fake YouTube horror videos of like clowns went to my house at 3 a.m. challenge. There were so many videos like that. It was insane. That was literally just a YouTube trend of people making these fake horror videos. I think there were a lot more YouTube videos of fake clowns than there were actual clowns.
And now, an important message from Robert IDK.
My friends, I know you're having as much fun as I am so far. If you could help me out by booping the like button on this video, subscribing to my channel, and supporting SmokeeBee as well, we would both really appreciate that. SmokeeBee works very hard on her videos, and we work very hard on our videos as well. So it would mean a lot if you could help support me doing what I love and help us keep doing what we love to do over here. Your support goes a long way. You may not realize that you liking the video, you commenting, you subscribing helps me and my family on a daily basis. So I greatly appreciate all the support. And if you do that, you're the best. And I appreciate you. And so does Lola.
Wow, thank you, Robert IDK, for all the tireless hours you put into your videos, and thank you for the great message. Watching Robert IDK videos on YouTube is...
Not long ago, I made an oath to my close friends. An oath that I have broken, and I live in shame every day because of it.
Oh.
You guys know hit game Fortnite?
Yes.
And how they have every single collab under the sun?
Yes.
I told my friends that if Fortnite and
Oh no.
Skibbity Toilet
Oh no.
collabed, I would, myself.
Let's not.
And
Let's
if I didn't,
not,
then they were
Smokee.
allowed by me to hire a hitman to do it instead. Lo and behold, December 18th,
No way. Did that
2024.
happen? Did it happen?
my time was up. You gotta do it, Smokee. You promised.
Run! Smokee, this is why you don't say things like that. Now, I will say, I'm not trying to be the, I believe that people shouldn't be overly sensitive and, you know, as long as you're not harming anyone, say what you want, you know, don't take life too seriously, don't take the internet too seriously. But I do think casually throwing around that topic,
I would myself.
is something that people just shouldn't get into a habit of doing, okay? That's just what I think. Especially when it's something as silly as the Skibbity Toilet Fortnite, okay?
You know what's embarrassing?
What?
One of my biggest enemies in life was a stuffed animal named Zarlok Doomshroud.
We've all
Nah,
been
just kidding,
there.
his name was Tub. Anyways, the kid I babysat had Tub, and they put me through the ringer, man. Tub
Yeah?
is thirsty. Where's my wallet? Tub needed it for Tub things.
no.
Tub doesn't like you. Bro, I swear to God,
Wow.
if I ever see that stuffed lion,
The anti-accountability lion. Honestly, as a babysitter, this is actually the kind of thing you do need to bring up to the parents. If the kid is misbehaving and using their stuffed animal as a scapegoat to be like, oh, I'm gonna treat you horribly, but it's actually not me, it's my stuffed animal who doesn't live by the same rules as human beings, so you have to suffer as a result. You need to bring that up to the parents, okay? You ain't need to deal with that, and also, you don't need to help create a child that's gonna grow up into an adult who is a bad person, you know? These are things that you should bring that up to the parents because that is whack. I was actually super lucky when I did do babysitting because I just brought over my Wii and me and the homie, his name was Tak. I think it was spelled T-A-K. And yeah, we just played Wii for like hours and then I got paid $10 an hour, which was great at the time. And that's how I afforded my Xbox 360 and I had a pretty good setup, honestly, at that point.
Merry Christmas, Xbox.
I went to Hooters for the very first time not long ago, and I just gotta say, the legends are true because the waitresses are beautiful, and that scared me. Hi, what can I get started for you? She's so pretty. I should ask how she's doing, then order something cool, like a steak. Ah! Chicken tenders?
Just some tendies, please.
Poke. Okay.
That was probably the weirdest moment of her entire life where she goes to her job and it's the woman who's acting weird towards her. Her entire career involves guys being weird. And she goes to wait your table and is like, oh, thank goodness, a woman. And then you have a spaghetti moment.
I'll just go ahead and add pretty people to my list of phobias.
Well, I mean, that's relatable. I think it's spooky, you know? And I think I heard it actually one time. Lola has a migraine right now, so she's actually on the floor being an iPad kid right now. Yeah, she's in pain right now, so it's harder for me to communicate with her. So but I just had to let her know that that song was about her, you know.
If I were a surgeon, I would do an operation to examine your heart.
Earlier this year, I had surgery on my spine, and I was in a lot of pain constantly, and I was dying just
wow.
for one moment of relief. So I figured if I lay on my stomach, it would relieve some of the pain from my back.
Maybe? No? Maybe?
Oh god, this is amazing.
Oh.
Alright, that's enough. I can't breathe in this pillow.
Oh no. You can't move! Oh no!
Holy shit, I can't get up.
You're trapped!
Yeah, I legit almost suffocated in a pillow because I couldn't physically push myself back up. Thankfully, my dad helped me after watching me
Wow.
flail around for like a full minute. Thanks, Dad.
Wow. Listen, if your chest muscles aren't there, you can't get yourself off that pillow. It's hard. When I was sick in 2023, there were times when I laid on my stomach to almost relieve pain. I can't say I had remotely as pleasant an experience as Smokee. It literally was just like, honestly, I still someday have to make a video about how genuinely awful my illness in 2023 was. But yeah, sorry, I did sleep on my stomach at certain points because my 10 out of 10 pain turned into an 8 out of 10, and that was the only way I could fall asleep sometimes. I tried to get rabies from wild bats. What the heck?
It's common knowledge that I popped out the womb in an emo phase that never left me.
Okay.
But a consequence of the emo phase was the vampire phase.
Oh no.
Not only did I want to become a vampire, I would sit outside at night and try and get wild bats to bite me in hopes that it would transform me into a creature of the night. I was willing to risk rabies in exchange for vampirism. It was concerning for everyone involved.
It was pretty smart though. Smokee, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're gonna be really jealous. I never had to get bit by a bat, and I have fangs. You know? You see that? You guys only see my teeth from certain angles. You don't realize that I'm actually a fangy boy, and it's pretty cool. You know? It's only from certain angles, so I hope I'm hitting the angles right. So yeah, I'm sorry, Smokee. I humiliated myself at a fancy dinner party.
A few months back, I was invited to this fancy YouTube partner dinner thing, and I haven't gone to many events, so I figured since it's in my state, I might as well go.
Cool.
I get there, and I'm sat at a table with a ton of other cool creators, and even some YouTube managers.
Whoa.
One of which was sitting right next to me. So, what's your channel? What do you do? Oh, my channel's SmokeeBee. I do, like, animations and junk. And
Cool.
then, to my absolute horror,
my
she
gosh,
pulls
I love
up
your
my
videos!
account,
Oh,
and
no,
out
no,
of
no, no.
every possible video to watch, she watches the one where I talk about eating rotten food. So I was red in the face and sweating bullets. But we didn't talk much after that.
Yikes. Yikers, boys. You know, I have an easier time showing people my YouTube channel now than I did back in the day. Because way back in the day, I had certain videos that were like super embarrassing and certain videos that were not as embarrassing. Honestly, no, I think most of my stuff back in the day, I do not stand by. Basically, I'm a lot more comfortable showing people my channel now than I was back then. Because I was weird. I'm still weird, but I was weird and even I knew it, but I couldn't do anything about it. I was super weird. What I will say I didn't like is there was one time I was in an Uber, and one thing I've learned to stop doing is telling Uber drivers that I'm a YouTuber, because then it's all the same questions and I will be in this conversation about my YouTube channel for the next, until I get to the destination. I won't be able to relax and it's awful and it'll drain my social battery and use up all my spoons. But there was a time when I used to answer this question honestly, and an Uber driver asked me what I did. I said I was a YouTuber. They asked what my channel was. I told them. While they're driving, they pull out their phone and start looking me up, and I see it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trying not to crash. So I posted it at the time, and then Uber messaged me, and they were, because I posted, I was like, I made the mistake of telling my Uber driver that I'm a YouTuber, and now he's paying more attention to my YouTube channel than the road. I'm scared. Mom, come pick me up. And Uber responded and they were like, oh, this is very interesting. Could you tell us more information? And I'm like, listen, despite that, I ain't no snitch. Peace out, Uber. I ain't snitching. Even though this is not good. A person looking at their phone while you're driving, not good. I had to just go with the assumption this guy doesn't do this all the time. There's a unique situation. I ain't snitching. Do you know why? Because snitches get stitches. Shout out to Lilo.
Snitches get stitches. Shout out to Lilo.
I saved someone and immediately regretted it.
Amongst the myriad of sports I played as a child, cheerleading was one of them. And my little attention-needing self wanted to be a flyer. The flyer is the one on top of the pyramid.
The one who
and my coach
goes
said,
flying.
yeah, sure, whatever. So I was on top of the world with all eyes on me.
Yay.
Until my coach decided to switch things up temporarily, just for practice.
Now you're on the
So
bottom.
I was moved to back spot,
Now you're on the
aka
bottom.
the person who catches the flyer if they fall.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Smokee.
You're
that
so
was
good at
amazing.
this, you'll never
you can
fly
be back
again.
spot always from now on.
No!
God. It. Never regretted saving someone more.
Yeah, that's the problem. You know what? I have a similar story. I used to play baseball as a kid, and I hated being the catcher. It was so much pressure. I hated being the catcher, especially because you're playing Little League, and most kids don't actually know how to throw the ball properly. I never wanted to be a catcher. And so the one time they made me be a catcher, I wasn't even trying to do this, but I was so bad at it that they made me never have to be a catcher ever again. I literally showed everyone new rules that none of us knew existed. I kneeled too close to the batter. They threw the ball. I caught the ball, and the batter swung the bat and smashed my glove with the ball in it. And then the umpire said, catcher interference, batter take your base. None of us had ever seen that before. We didn't even know that was a rule. I was just so bad that I demonstrated this rule. Oh, by the way, thank you everyone for your concern about my hand being smashed by a metal bat. Thank you to all 0 of you who asked how I was doing, especially you, umpire. Thank you so much. Anyways, I never had to be a batter again.